Alright, here's the lock I've been hanging on to for a long time. This is the Joker lock by Lock Brass or Den Brass from Canada, and this is part of a set of locks that he sent me quite a while back, and I was going through my things and I figured I'd take this one out and make a video on it. I never got around to it. Sorry about that. So the key does work. This is a Dexter key. So I'm thinking that's a Dexter keyway. I'm not sure. It's like a quick set kind of, but a little wider maybe. So here's what the key looks like. Very interesting. DE7 keyway. I'm thinking that's Dexter. Alright. Alright, here we go. This lock has given me trouble in the past, but I think I've gotten it pretty good. So I'm going to use top of the keyway tension. Even this thick 50 thousandths pry bar is a little too big, but that's okay. It'll have to do. And I got my big SS dev hook. Seen better days, I think. A little bent, maybe a little bit, but it's a good pick. Alright, so usually what happens is I get a deep falset, alright, like so, and I get slight counter rotation from pin 2, I believe, and I have to turn it back. Alright, kind of a tricky lock. That's okay. It's supposed to be challenging. Alright. So sometimes I get a false set, sometimes I lose it. It's different things. I'm never quite sure what's going on inside this lock. I try to reset it sometimes, and the pins don't drop back down. So, a few different things going on here. Alright. You gotta get it just right. Alright, so I'm not sure what I'm stuck on here. A little kind of rotation, but I have to kind of slowly let it go back. Alright, so it's open. Very well done. You'd think with a big keyway like this it'd be a little easier to open, but no, not quite. See, the thing is I have to pick it from the bottom, and this pick does work, but I drag on the warding. If I try to use a thinner pick that's deep like this hook, it's just not strong enough to give you counter rotation. So that's kind of why I use that. Alright, so I'm thinking that there's some kind of T-pins, because pin 3 gives a really deep full set, so I'm thinking, and number 1 I don't remember picking, but anyways, we'll see what's in there. It's a little key and knob cylinder. Let's try to hold it down on this. This probably isn't the best tool for this. Here we go. Alright. Oh, I'm spinning the plug. This is pretty difficult to do through a camera. Excuse me. Yeah, just fast forward. Alright, there we go. Alright, I might get caught on these, those threads, perhaps. So I didn't really think that one through. So I'm gonna take out a little metal shim to try to avoid any problems that might happen. Oh, all right, that should be good. Okay, good. All right, so it is a 5-pin lock, and it looks like it's been threaded, and it has modified pins inside. Oh wow. Here's my nice tray from Tahoe Picked. Take the shim out. I'm not sure if I needed that. Alright, we'll go through the drivers. One is an upside down key pin. Alright, 2 is a modified type pin, cut very deep. Then we have an upside down key pin as a driver. Oh, I lost that one. That was a regular upside down key pin. And I'm going to be careful here because I think number 5 is probably something crazy. There's a spring in my way. Okay. It comes out like this. Incredibly deep spool type pin. I'm not going to dump these springs out. I'm going to leave them the way they were. It looks like they might be different. I'm not sure. And that one's sticking out. That one might be a little stronger, perhaps. Okay. So, chambers 2 and 5 have these really deep cut pins. Look at the key pin on here. That's great. And these were the ones that had to be lifted up the highest. And they're pretty effective. I think I had to go back and forth between them a few times, and they were getting caught in here. So there's pretty nice serrations here, and on chamber 2 it was cut up by this little sharp spike on the bottom, so that's why that mark is there. And like this, and this was like this. I'm not sure why the Bible has this thing here. I think that's for mounting it in some kind of doorknob or something. And I'm not sure if there's serrations cut in there. I don't believe so, although it wouldn't be too hard to remove this piece. So it may be. It's hard for me to no, it looks like there is actually. From this angle I can see little cuts in. Maybe it's hard to make out, but I can see little cuts in there. So I'm thinking they're serrated. Okay. And again, here's the key. Amazing that this works. Alright, so thanks for watching. Thanks for the locks, Den Brass. Sorry it took me a while to make a video in here. I had this thing sitting around for quite a while, but turned out to be quite a challenging lock. Alright, thanks for watching, and happy picking.